Hello, everybody! It is Friday! How are we doing this Friday night? It's Friday night! Who's with us tonight? Nebraska Angie! How are you tonight, Miss Nebraska Angie? The Linda light is on! It is very good to see you here, my friend Angie. Hello, Kitty. Great to have you all here tonight. How was our Friday, folks? Tell me about it. Hey, Adele and Dazzle. Tell me about your Friday. Julie Jankowitz is here, too. This is a big old party. Great to have everybody here. Tell me about your Friday. What are we grateful for? I hear you there, Angie. I hear you there. I get it. Is Leonard home yet? Is Leonard back with you, or is he still in Florida? Hello, Pat and the Peanut Gallery are here. Good to have everybody here. What are we grateful for? I think Angie's grateful that she can be in Nebraska and in Florida. Blink of her eyes. Boom, transported. Yay, Dan. Well, that's good. I'm sorry that he's still down there, but I'm glad that he'll be home on Wednesday. Hope all is well with sis and mom. Well, yeah, this week is almost over. Week 24, 25, depends on your count here. In another week that we have all survived. We have survived. Remember, that song was #1 right at the beginning of this. Gloria Gaynor. I know, love. I know I will survive. Yeah, it's been a heck of a week in Texas. It's been a heck of a month. August has just really been, it's almost over, folks. It's been a heck of a month, though. Oh, really? That's what happened. I was like, I missed that with that. I mean, I remembered his foot thing, and I remember Dan's had a thing. His car, hopefully all settled with that. Hey, Rick, good to have you with us. But we are better and stronger. We're headed into a tax-free weekend in Massachusetts. Sticking it to the man! Stick it to the man this weekend. Shop in Massachusetts. Yes, you can. In store and online, you can stick it to the man and save 6.25%. Because it's all about stick it to the man. You gotta pick up his. How about that? See how well my memory works? That's great. Hey, Kelly in Albuquerque, how are you? Great to have you here. Yes, well, this is Friday, people. You did it. You all did it. You made it again. You pushed through. You saw your fears. You pushed through them. You pushed through a whole nother week. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Jennifer, how are you? Great to have you here tonight. Live. Well, let's get this party started so we can make it a fast Friday. I got pizza down there to grab some of. Whoa! I just saw that. Tornado outside your store, Jana? Whoa! This is one crazy year all the way around. They're already talking the winter storm predictions. We're getting them. Of how much now? Let's see what we got here tonight. We're going in the Good Morning, Good Night book. Well, Julie, we have Billy Bianco, and what's the other one we have? Tuscan Chicken. Those are your two choices for pizza tonight. Billy Bianco, which I don't know what it is, but it's really, really good, and it's even better if you add a little honey to it. Or, oh, excuse me. Billy Bianco is goat cheese and caramelized onion, and it's even better if you add some honey to it. And Tuscan Chicken is chicken from the Tuscan. Tomato, chicken, assorted spices, stuff. I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. It tastes good. And we have eggplant fries. All right. We start this program every night, not with a pizza recipe, but with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we get the program started and how we end it every night. Tonight we are on page 136. 136. Good morning. No exact recipe for today. Ain't that the truth? Gather all available ingredients and whip yourself up something delicious. Yes, this was Rebecca's choice tonight. They are fancy pizzas from the fancy place. Well, it's a nice home-style place. Very nice people. Thin crust. I know it's not a Chicago tradition, but they're thin crust. And they're good. They are good. I was just in charge of pickup. Rebecca was in charge of ordering. It's all delegation. I feel like she used my credit card, though. She used the one that had her name on it. But the bill comes to me, I think. How convenient. You need one of those too, Julie. Bailey's with us tonight? Hey, Bailey. I like this quote tonight. Quote for you tonight. None of us is an expert in leadership. The practice of leadership, and it is practice, is a journey, and we are all students. See, I knew you were going to ask for one of those credit cards. Hey, Bailey, how are you and Joni doing? Hope all is well. So tonight's topic, I have two topics for you tonight on our Fast Friday. Stealing from our buddy, the retail doctor, Bob Phibbs, our buddy there. We do like him. Seems like a world ago where I was on his show, and got to spend time with him in person. But every business wants more shoppers, more customers, and more money. I'll go to the last one. I want more money. I always want more money. And so he lays out 7 best ways to get more shoppers in your store. And I liked the covenants of this. Number one, master one social media platform. Don't try to be the social media of everything. Don't try to handle don't be the TikToker, the Instagrammer, the Facebooker, the everything. Try to master one. Try to actually really know one and be good at it and be dedicated to it and keep it up. We've talked about that here before. Some of our speakers on marketing have talked about that before. It's so hard to do any of them, and everybody seems to try to do lots of them, but you really want to take hold of one and become the master of that. Even in these times, hold an event. We're holding a Stick It to the Man event this weekend in Massachusetts. Every store, Stick It to the Man. Retail exists to answer a shopper's query. What's new? Well, in our business, we get to say everything's new because we have so much new. Hey, Kim, TJIF is for sure. I think. I don't know. This week doesn't seem like it wants to end. What would get people talking? What can you do? Even if you have one of the stores here had a virtual event with their customers. Could you have a baking event? Could you have a sale event? What could you do to have an event with your customers? I like number 3. Watch HGTV. We do that a lot in this house. Even Max likes to watch HGTV. Curb appeal isn't just for house flippers. Their techniques to highlight front entrances translate to retail quite easily. Having a clear landscape path to your door may seem like a luxury if you're on a main street, but you can still put out colorful pots of flowers to set your business off from the mainstream. Number 4, be consistent. Okay? We've talked about that before. So be consistent in however you communicate with your customers, how you reach out to people, whether it's online, whether you're doing live videos. Just be consistent. We've heard that from people say, you can't just do a random live video here or there. You have to do every day at 8 or whatever time you're doing it. More 8 than ish, for example. Redo your website is number 5. As people slowly come out of their houses, remember every shopping trip is a special trip that begins in one way or another online. To get those online shoppers to visit your website, your site needs a modern look that is not built on the same template as everyone else's in your association and the latest technology. I had one guy in one of our stores today complaining about our website, how it needs to be updated, how it's outdated, how he can't pull it up on his phone, and, so he was forced to come in, and then he wanted to complain about, the store and this and that, and I'm like running around because we had a ton of online orders last night going to fill it. So I'm like, what kind of device are you doing this on? Oh, a Motorola something that hasn't existed for 10 years. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, thank you for your feedback. Number 6, ask for referrals. You have to work word of mouth. It doesn't just happen. Ask your customers at the counter, who else do you think would like our shop? Hire better. Number 7. This is something we could all be better at. Hire better. Like attracts like. If you're having trouble keeping people, if you're having trouble holding employees accountable to arrive on time, and if you can't get them to take their job or their training seriously, then you probably weren't as thorough in your hiring process. So those are 7 great tips. Hey, Rose, it is 8:30. You're at 8-ish. You're more ish than 8 tonight, but that's okay, Rose. It's great to have you here and great that you got items online. So that is just those were just great tips from the doctor, and we all like tips from the doctor. And yes, flowers are always welcoming, just like the flowers on my set here. Aren't those welcoming? And they're different than my flowers from last week. So that my assistant, my peanut gallery, changes those out. Isn't that wonderful? It's like I don't even have to think about it. Awesome, Linda. I love that you're helping others. I love that you're using this to help other people. It's just good. Pay it forward. Kelly, everybody's got a lot going on. I mean, we had one customer today get upset at our nicest person, okay? Well, our sweetest person, one of our sweetest people, okay, today, because she asked her to repeat the spelling of her last name so that she could find her in the computer so she could use her store credit. Okay, and she is like the sweetest. I mean, I've told you about her before. She actually wants to be a Disney princess. That is her career goal, is to be a Disney princess. And she is practicing in our store. Okay, do you think she was mean to this lady in practicing to be a Disney princess? I don't think so. Okay, that is her goal. Be a Disney princess. Okay, you can't mouth off at people, but you know, it's hard to understand people sometimes when they're talking in a mask, you're wearing a mask, it affects your hearing. There's the whole thing. There's a lot going on in our stores, okay? And we had a lot of traffic today. I walked into one side and I'm like, oh, was it busy today? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it looks like that whole side of the store got trashed today in the thing. But you know, that's okay. You know, the great thing is that my team is overall really good at taking a pause, at not taking it personally. I think I only have one person that takes things directly personally, and I have one right now that takes anybody that doesn't have their mask on right as a person that is coming in to kill them and send them home with a disease to kill them and their child. I'd like to say I'm making that up. They're at least good with displays. Yeah, no, Labor Day is a weekend later this year. So, I mean, it is late, which means Grandparents' Day is very late this year. Because that is always the second Sunday in September. So Grandparents' Day is really late, but you know, it's like we've talked about it a lot. Does the calendar matter? It ends in a day. You know, is the Labor Day transition there? So you know, I had you know, my other funny thing today was I had staff want to know if Labor Day is a paid holiday. It's paid if you work. I didn't have a. I wanted to work on a nice response for that, but I didn't have one, so I didn't respond yet. Let's find some everyday courage. Let's find some everyday courage in the book that Vina got us on everyday courage. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength, people. There you go. And you know what? It's still as Jerry taught us, it's still a good week to have a good week. So, the other thing I wanted to cover again, just briefly touch on tonight, was the extra $300 in unemployment benefits. There's about 30 states doing that right now. And the other side of that is each state that's getting money for this, depending on the size of the state, their unemployment and everything else, is actually only going to be getting 3, maybe 4 weeks or so of money for that extra $300. So it is not a full lifeline. It is not necessarily the whole time. And it's going back to basically August 1st when the CARES Act extra money, extra $600 stopped. So many people are just going to get a one-time bump because by the time it started, it's using a retro date. They'll get a bump, and then they may not get any more because of the limitations in funding for it. So that is just something to keep in the back of your head so that you're educated and aware of it. You know, it is still expected that Congress will do something and that they may do something retroactive to the August 1st. So to continue it forward to the end of the year in some form or fashion, but we'll see what they do with that. Part of it is they don't want to. It's complicated, these guys in Washington and ladies. It's complicated, so they don't want to seem like they're giving in to Trump. So they may not want to do it retroactive, because then it'll reimburse FEMA for the money FEMA spent to fund the $300. So there's a lot of things at play here. We'll see in the next couple of weeks where that goes. But those are the couple of things that I wanted to really talk about tonight on this Friday. Yes, you survived another week. You made it through. You got your team through it. You got everybody through it. You are amazing. Look in the mirror, people. You, I am talking to you, are amazing. Absolutely amazing. This video and everything that I talk about, all the resources, which I even I needed to go and grab some of the resources for one of my teams today. Grabbed it right from the narts.org/resalestrong. Narts.org/resalestrong is where you find these videos all neatly organized by noon the next day, so that you can have them and you can share them with everybody. So we can just get everybody through to the other side of this. Everybody, butcher, baker, candlestick maker, Linda's neighbor, whoever they are, we're getting them through to the other side. It is so important to get all these businesses through to the other side. We want everybody to the other side. I am here at more 8 than ish Eastern every night, live in the Narts Facebook group. It is a true member benefit where you get me first. But I share, so that's why everything's on narts.org/resalestrong, because what's going on right now is just too important. If you have a question in between, you just email me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. Neil at ECIstores.com is where you find me. I'm happy to take your questions and the questions of your friends. I've answered them all. Just email me and I'll get back to you. Make sure you include your phone number. Every night at the top of the program, we start the program with our Good Morning, Good Night book. Our Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Our Good